Teachers can usually expect to experience minor day-to-day conflict with students. Either out of ignorance or small potatoes misbehavior, you can count on needing to exert authority on a daily basis. And whether you typically use verbal corrections or consequences like a point or a demerit, it's natural for a student to feel a bit stung, even students with whom you have a good relationship. And that feeling can easily compound, especially if there are extenuating circumstances that are outside of your control. Failing to attend to a minorly agitated student is when a minor issue can turn into a more significant distraction from learning. That's why we think teachers should use rebuilding moves. They're small ways that a teacher can signal to students that she's aware of their feelings and she wants to help them continue learning. Targeted narration is a good move to use on a student whom you've been consistently redirecting. Getting public attention, even if it's not overtly a consequence, can get under anyone's skin. But if you can narrate his behavior when he's meeting your expectations, you'll show him that you notice when he's doing the right thing as well. Be careful to keep your narration neutral. Overpraising the student will communicate lower expectations for him. Precise academic praise can also demonstrate that you notice when a student does good work, despite having had to previously correct his behavior. Look for good answers from the student, and then either publicly or privately praise him. Don't force this move, though. If the student isn't doing good work, don't praise him. Third, a private check-in can be a powerful way to rebuild a relationship. If the student is discouraged or angry from being redirected so much, he could disconnect from you or from class. While other students are working independently, you can go over to have a quick private chat with him. You can use acknowledgement, care, and some clear directions to get him back on track. Sometimes all a student needs is validation of his feelings in order to be able to re-engage. It's important to remember that rebuilding moves aren't an apology. You don't want to subtly undermine yourself by suggesting that your rules and expectations are a burden, or that you don't 100% believe in their usefulness. At the same time, when you do check in with students who don't believe they've been treated fairly, you should absolutely admit when you've made a mistake. Holding firm to your expectations while demonstrating humility in your authority is another good way to gain your students' trust and respect.